It's taken me up to 6 attempts to record this fucking video, and I need to get it done. I know my hair looks bad. I'm gonna put a hat on. What? This is the only hat I have. If you hear music in the background, that's just a typical Mexican household at night, so don't worry about it. What is Drum Corps International? To put it simply, just imagine marching band without woodwinds. I've had the opportunity to go see a DCI show in Stanford, California, and I'm just gonna talk about my experience with it and how I enjoyed it overall, my thought on some of the cores, and just my experience as a whole, as I said before. So enjoy.
Turn right.
Or I'm the DCI tour. DCI tour. DCI tour. DCI tour. DCI tour. So, I mean, I live about 3 hours away. It's not that far, but it's still a bit of a distance away. It was cool just seeing the environment before and then after, but yeah. Dude, I'm really thirsty. Please don't look at my feet. I get very toe conscious. We're gonna go, oh my fucking god. We're gonna go get water with me. Hello, Figgy. What do we have to say? What do you have to say? Some good water. I know the camera angle is different. I work on a flimsy tripod. I'd like to say first, the Stanford campus is actually really, really nice. Apparently I was there when I was younger. I just don't remember because I was a stupid little kid. Walked there into the entrance, and the first thing I saw was the beautiful gates of the merch stands. I didn't get any like West Coast tour stuff. I just got Boston stuff. I'll put a picture up. It's pretty cool. Unless the stadium is actually really nice too. I got a souvenir cup and some popcorn, and that was pretty cool. I like the souvenir cup. Also we got a pretty good view of the show too. Too high, but also not too high. Not to mention, I missed Impulse and Golden Empire because we got there a little late, but that's all right. Nonetheless, let's start with the first groups. And open class is not gonna take too much time because they're not as interesting to me. Not that the shows are bad, it's just I prefer world class, you know? Like apples over oranges. That was a stupid analogy. I enjoy world class more, so I'm not gonna care as much as open class, but still, they still deserve love. First is Blue Devil C. The show was pretty cool. I like Back to the Future. B for Back to the Future. Next is Gold, and I actually really like their show. I liked the Sweeney Todd and the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. I like the music especially. I thought the opener was really clean actually for being early season still and being open class. I thought it was pretty solid. I thought the costumes were pretty cool, especially the guard costumes that they dressed as Sweeney Todd. And I saw one guard member have like the gray streak of hair like Sweeney Todd, so I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I thought the show was long, but in a good way. Like I felt like, oh, this part of the show is an end now, and then it kept going. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Adds more depth, in my opinion. I don't think that made sense. Yeah, that was just my opinion. I thought the show was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Good job, Gold. Next is Blue Devils B. I thought this show was pretty cool too. I don't really get why they still kept the same uniforms, but I get it can be expensive. The uniforms still fit the theme. The guard uniforms remind me a lot of James Logan High School's marching band show. Last year, I had the privilege to see it in person. It was really good. I recommend you guys watch it on YouTube because that show is fantastic. They 100% deserve to win, and they did. So yeah, congrats to them. I just have a couple of like things with them. The main thing I want to talk about is the soundbite during the quad feature. It isn't bad, kind of goofy. And I turned to my friend sitting next to me, and I was like, are they really doing that? We looked at each other like, what the fuck? Because it feels kind of goofy when it's trying to be like more of a serious show. We kind of felt bad like making like strange expressions because there were BDB parents behind us. But other than that, I thought everything else about the show was really good. Yeah, BDB has always had solid shows. Their props actually look really cool. I like how they're like dipping out and they're like sticking out. I think the props look really good. Better than a lot of world-class props, which is kind of embarrassing. But at the same time, pretty good. I enjoyed it. So good job, BDB. We're world-class now. With the fucking SpongeBob Rainbow world class versus Seattle Cascades. I actually thought the opener was pretty solid. The soloist, you could tell he was still nervous, and the weather definitely made his tone sound iffy, but he still tried his best. So I give him props for that. Show was pretty good overall. I like when the drumline had their little break, and the snares had their feature, and the rest of the drumline was kind of just like boogieing down. I thought that was pretty cool. But I did notice that they were missing a bass too, if I'm correct. I'll put footage on the screen. Which I thought was really strange because it's really rare to see like missing players, especially at like a world-class level. And that appears to be an ongoing theme throughout the Stanford show later on. But it just seems kind of strange because like, whoa, you just don't expect a top-tier core to miss a vital member in the drumline. So yeah, but overall, I really like the show. I like the Fibonacci sequence, the money spread. Thought that was pretty good. I also like their merch. Their shirt was pretty cool. The Fibonacci thing. It was something. I forgot the theme of the show. But yeah, I like Seattle Cascades. Good job.
I really wonder who likes the Blue Knights.
All right, Blue Knights. The show that I actually thought was really underrated that night. I didn't think it deserved the rating that it got, but I thought the show was really good. Really solid show. I mean, opener was good. They chose like a really good selection of music. So it was really solid in my opinion. Props were good. Even though uniforms look like onesies, and the theme is a little corny, it gets the point across, and it gets it well, in my opinion. I really don't have a problem with the show. I actually liked it over a lot of higher world-class cores. It was also really interesting to see an oboe solo. It's really difficult to take care of double reeds and whether playing well and just like ensemble. Woodwind solo like that in DCI is how you do it, not you BDA with your soprano sax solo. I'm gonna talk about that later, but this is how you do a woodwind solo. You isolate it and make it like the only sound you hear compared to a soprano sax in a line full of tubas or baritones. You just don't hear it. Nonetheless, I thought the O-solo was really good. The solo was like, it was really solid, man. For still being like early season, that was really good. So I give him props for that. And personally, that was my number 2 show of the night. So good job, BK. So I didn't really get a lot of Academy footage, nor can I find any. Not that their show was bad. I thought their show was pretty solid, actually. I like the umbrella feature and the bass feature because I'm a bass drummer, and also because our sister school has a tech that's in the academy, so that's pretty cool. But I really like this show. As I said before, the umbrella feature is actually pretty cool, and I like the theme of London fog. So yeah, good job, Academy. Next is Mandarins, and I actually have a lot to say about this show because I expected more, and I was pretty disappointed. To be clear, there's nothing bad about this show. The opener is actually pretty good. The drumline is way better than ever, in my opinion, and that's probably because they got a new percussion caption head from the Cavaliers. Really good percussion, really good opener, ballad hit too. Visually, like drill and like visual wise, they did a really good job, but it just also feels like kind of boring in my opinion, and I don't know why when like this show looks better than BDA. I don't know, it doesn't look as good compared to other shows, in my opinion. But still, overall, a really good show.
We just saw mandarins in the lot. It was pretty cool. We couldn't find Boston anywhere. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
Boston. I'm really excited to talk about Boston because they were the show to watch. They blew my expectations. Just really solid show. Drumline was good. Brass was exceptional. Color guard was on point. Genuinely, I think the best color guard of the night. Just everything about this show was just fantastic. You could tell they really worked on everything during the off season because everything is really clean. From the tuba solo. To the mellophone feature. Which I think is kind of goofy, but it also works because the whole theme kind of seems like pretty extravagant, but it still works in my opinion. The guard work, everything, all the props, it works. They do the screamers and everything. It's just, I also have a question about the theme because whilst watching the show, I got the feeling that this is meant to be like 1940s, 50s. Because the theme of the show is called Boom. They have atoms as props. And if I'm correct, a soundbite that I heard sounded like they were speaking like some kind of East Asian dialect. Is this show about the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima? That would be a bold move by Boston if it was. But nonetheless, I could just be tweaking off 12 packs of Sour Patch Kids. I thought the show was really good. They deserved to win. I was fucking ecstatic when they won.
In third place, with a score of 82.8. 82.8. Boston Crusaders.
Yeah, just a solid show. I'm really happy to see them because this is probably the first and last time I'll ever be able to see an East Coast group as good as Boston. I was really happy. Good job, Boston. 2 thumbs up. SCV is next, and I'm a little disappointed. And I really don't know why, because SCV always has good shows. But this show just feels like it's trying to be Babylon, and it's not working out to be Babylon. This has like the music of Babylon. This has the costumes of Babylon and 2019, their 2019 show. This has the colors of their 2019 show. And this has, like, the show overall has a feel of like a modern SUV, which works if it's not trying to be Babylon, but it definitely feels like it is. And not saying that the show is bad. Opener is great, ballad hit is great, the drumline is fucking fantastic, like how it always is, dude. But it's trying to be something that it's not. It's trying to recreate the Babylon-esque era, but that's not gonna happen. It just doesn't feel that way. Like, this show isn't even bad. That's the thing. The show is really good, actually. It's just, this doesn't feel like a show. This feels like a tribute to Babylon, or like Vox Aversio, or like even Ouroboros. It just doesn't really feel like it's trying to be its own thing. It sounds and it feels like it's trying to be Babylon, when it's clearly not. I don't want to dog on them too much. Like, there were some things that I thought were really weird, like the cymbal line didn't do the Viper or make the V that they usually do. The props felt kind of silly, like the guy who had the fucking Pringles arms. Felt kind of goofy because, like, why? They ripped it off and it was like he was holding something. It didn't really make sense, in my opinion. This isn't like a bad thing, but I also noticed that SCV is like the only core that for a while now doesn't have a drum set. So maybe that makes up for their lack of doing good these past years, but that's just me. The show isn't bad. I don't want to say it's bad because it's not. It just feels like it's trying to be Babylon, but it doesn't really work. It's better than BDA, but BDA isn't also much better. But still, SCV, still a really solid show. If they clean up their act, they can really be the best. Last, and certainly not least, are Blue Devils A. This show, like, it looks good sometimes. The drill, it goes from, oh, well, this drill looks clean, to that drill looks pretty iffy. in like the span of 2 sets. Soprano sax solo is cool when you can hear it. It gets pretty damp when there's 15 trumpets right around it playing like almost the same note. So you can't really hear it. You can really hear it only in the beginning, and then like during the ballad it has like a screamer part, but you also can't really hear it because the entire brass line is kind of playing like the same thing. You just kind of hear like the squeaking, so it kind of feels like, what the fuck's the point of having it, you know? This show kind of feels like it has like the style of 2016 and 2018 with the music of 22 and 23, which like trying to repeat the same formula hasn't worked because last year they didn't win. It's not a, this show wasn't even bad. Honestly, it still like deserves to be recognized because it's still a good show. I think the props work well with the variations of the gathering because, you know, everybody's like together, so that works. It's just the music feels repetitive, the drill is kind of weird like last year's, and overall I just get the vibe that this show isn't going to be a title contender. Who knows, I could just be wrong, and I probably am. So music, like instrument wise, as I said before, the soprano sax and there was a violin. When you could hear it and see it, it was pretty cool. Other than that, that's about it. It wasn't very noticeable, but it's still cool that they brought back a violin like how they did for Ghostlight. I want to mention that they're missing a bass 5 during that show, which I brought up earlier. Seems to be a repeating motif at the show where bass members are missing. Drumline was still solid, but still wasn't as good as Mandarin's or SEV or Bach, in my opinion. The show was fantastic. All chorus did really well, in my opinion. Some more than others. Bach. The show was really good. I'm happy I got to see it. I'd seen DCI before the past 2 years, but I wanted to see Boston because first time they were going West Coast. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to because I thought I would be out of the state. But I'm not, and I'm very happy to see that. As we were leaving Stanford, we stopped at In-N-Out to get something to eat, and I saw a Lamborghini.
We got In-N-Out, and there's a Lamborghini right there. That's so cool.
Nonetheless, this was my experience with DCI Stanford. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. I appreciate the support from the last video. I honestly didn't think it was going to get that many views because I was kind of bullshitting everything and just like whimsically like, oh, hey, this sounds pretty funny, when it was probably really insensitive, and I apologize. I want to make more videos like this, not just DCI. I want to do a video about like the music spectrum as a whole and its different genres and like what I think about music as a musician, because I think that would be pretty interesting to talk about. I also want to talk about like celebrities and like shit on them mostly. I want to talk about video games, video game music more specifically. I want to do more history stuff. I have a bunch of stuff planned, so if you guys want to see that, or if you guys want to see something that you guys want to see brought up, just comment and I'll do it, probably. I also want to thank my friend Marble Eyes. They have been making my thumbnails and they're fantastic, and I really appreciate the help that they've been doing for me because I'm horrible at making shit, as you guys can tell with this fucking video. Really appreciate them a lot. They help me. We are a 2-man team. They help me with video ideas too, so I shout them out. I'll put a little profile picture right here with the broken glass like they told me to. But I appreciate them a lot. They help me out with the videos and they help me out with the thumbnails especially, so I appreciate them a lot. Go give them some love because they really deserve it, and when I get money off of this fucking video, whenever I do, I'll pay them.
Hey, it's me editing this video. I forgot to mention I made an Instagram. Me and Marble Eyes run it. You should go follow it. Okay, bye.
Nonetheless, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had fun making this. It would be really cool if you guys liked and subscribed, because it helps out a lot and it shows you guys are interested. Just like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I know you guys probably haven't heard this in a while, but it'd be really cool if you guys liked and subscribed. And I know through the grapevine, I know it's getting pretty common to not hear this, but if you guys like and subscribe, you guys could like and subscribe and like and subscribe. Nonetheless, like and subscribe, and like and subscribe, like and subscribe, and like and subscribe, and like and subscribe.